Do you think YouTube gaming is becoming a serious competitor to Twitch? Yes. I think it's always been a serious competitor to Twitch. The main thing it's missing is discoverability. But even still, it's a very viable competitor to Twitch. But you need to have a pre-established audience to make it on there. You can't really start as a streamer on YouTube. It just won't go well. I'm pretty sure Ludwig just made a mogul mail about it, didn't he? Yeah, YouTube is killing Twitch. I haven't seen it yet. Let me see his take on it.
How's it going, boys? Welcome back to Mogul Mail. Before we jump into this, we have to figure out what we're going to name today's video.
Oh,
what
smart.
Weird dystopian title will the wheel decide for us today? Let's go.
I know the answer, unfortunately.
YouTube is killing Twitch.
Spoilers are in the title.
I'm feeling a strong viewership on this one. And we're talking about YouTube killing Twitch because there's a bunch of new signings of streamers that just happen you might not know about. Starting with one that I feel like is not really on people's radar if you're in my sphere of creators. FaZe Swag.
Yep, I knew it.
Which is a real name that Swag
I'm like
picked.
fucking omniscient
By the way,
here.
Not swag like being cool. Swag means serve, worship, and glorify God. So
what?
Now you seem dumb. Anyway, FaZe Swag had an announcement.
Right.
My next chapter, the whole thing.
Okay.
Actually, pretty well-made video about going through time and wanting to make the switch. Now over here on YouTube Gaming. Is it going well? Well, it's only been like a week, but currently FaZe Swag sits at about 13,000 viewers and is playing with Tim on Twitch, averaged about 8,000. So that's like a pretty big jump. Maybe the most successful jump in the first week I've really ever seen.
Again, a lot of that can be attributed to like the hype. When Ninja first went to Mixer, his first week or 2 weeks of streams had almost identical viewership to Twitch, if not higher. And then as those people start to like try the platform out other places, they leave. I'm not saying it will happen to FaZe Swag. In fact, there's a good chance it doesn't. It's just hype train, you know. It's new, it's fresh. There's a new toy in the toy box. Everyone's coming to check it out. So they're on YouTube streaming for the first time ever, watching their favorite streamer. He goes offline, they leave, and then maybe they don't come back next time he goes online, you know. It's just, again, you never know the longevity of it when you make that switch. But it works for Doc. I think Doc actually held the same viewership as he did on Twitch. I think he still holds it. And Ludwig is also still in the exact same viewership almost as Twitch. I'm pretty sure it's the same. But then there's cases like, I think Lupo's a lot less, Lily's less. So, you know, you just never really know for sure.
Feels like a lot of people who switch over immediately aren't doing as well and maybe ramp up after a bit of time after people figure out how to find the stream. But FaZe Swag, bumping off rip. The next one is kind of a debate one, but it's Fuslie. Fuslie switched over. She did a whole stream where she said she was going to switch. It was a huge debate. She went live the next day with a sponsor stream. But then, double debate. She's now a YouTube streamer. Here's her video.
Hey everyone, Fuslie here. I have been wanting to go guitar shopping for the longest time. And so I decided to do a little vlog and take y'all with me.
He's a bit... Already said that. Yeah, it's mainly for creators who already use the platform. Like I said, you're never going to do well starting as a streamer on YouTube.
I didn't...
You just have to have the audience
I just want
already.
To be clear that I just show up and I do the thing. So when I have to go YouTube, it's not my decision. I'm just doing my job. Anyway, that's the second one. Leslie's coming over, which I think adds to YouTube's gaming strategy of getting people who are in the same ecosystem, right? So they want like, you know, Saikuno, Lily, Leslie, and then they want on the other sphere like Tim, FaZe Swag, Dr. Disrespect. So that people are
super
moving
smart
over, communities are moving over, rather than what seems to happen when large creators leave is they all just go to the next biggest creator in the group.
Yeah, buying the whole community is the best thing you can do, which is what Mixer failed to realize. So after Ninja's crew, like when Ninja goes offline, there's no crew for them to go to anymore. So all those viewers are now homeless, left out in the rain with the dick in their hand. So they just go back to Twitch. Whereas YouTube's strategy is buying everyone who's already like adjacent. So that way, okay, Leslie's gone offline, but Lily's gone online, so now they stay on the platform. They figured it out. Like that was the optimal strategy. And it's working pretty well.
So they're trying to get the whole group, which decent strategy. And then the third one, and this one's a little bit weird. This one's a little bit weird. Ninja. I'm just gonna show you this clip. It's just weird.
Did they rift? What the hell is that? Why is the rift in the middle of the sky? Ninja?
I'm fucking sick of this, dude. I'm sick of these fucking players spamming Riftigos every single. I've had enough, man. No, I'm not even fucking kidding, dude. I've had enough. I can't even. I'm not even. I'm leaving.
No way.
I'm done. I'm done. In fact, I'm honestly, dude. I'm not even gonna. I gotta take a break from streaming, dude. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, bro.
And then
Yikes.
he changed his Twitter account name to
Oh,
user not found.
so that's the clip everyone's talking about. People said he melted down at the end of the stream and called it quits abruptly and left and hasn't come back. He's going to YouTube. Spoilers, like 100%. There's a 0% chance that this isn't just more fucking awful marketing here. He's just going to YouTube. His contract just ended.
Tweeted, "I just need a break. I don't know when I'll be back or where," and changed his logo from time in to time out. And then he lost his sub button on Twitch and got unpartnered. No check mark here. And it's kind of adding up to a suspicious theory that he's switching to a different website. Because he signed...
What if he goes to Facebook? I think, you know, we can't count it out. Or even D-Live. Maybe threw in a big offer in their cryptocurrency lemons or whatever they call it. You know, it's not a guaranteed YouTube, I suppose. You know, there still is some wiggle room.
Signed his Twitch contract September 10th. It is about September 10th. So a little bit weird here, a little bit interesting move from Ninja. But let's talk about the ramifications of all the switch. Because we have FaceSwag, we have Leslie, we have all the people who switched before, and then perhaps Ninja. These are all the main criticisms I see of people switching, right? Like when Leslie did her debate switch, there was a whole Reddit thread, but I saw a general consensus of these three ideas, and I want to go through them one by one by one. First one, you're going to fall off on YouTube. Second, switching to YouTube's for the bag, not for the community. And third, YouTube is a worse live streaming experience, all right? Those
All
are the
very
3 points.
valid.
Let's go through them. First one, you're going to fall off going to YouTube. Now, certainly people aren't doing as well on YouTube as they were doing on Twitch. I think Twitch, it's way
But then some
easier
of them are.
to hold viewers. That's what I've noticed personally. I will have more people come into my stream on YouTube, but they won't last as long, right? Pipe game week on YouTube. I get them for about 30 seconds to maybe a few minutes, and then there might be an appealing video that they switch to or something like that. But I've also noticed that I can get a lot more viewers on YouTube. Like if I'm doing something really hype and really planned out,
that's a really good
it gets
point.
recommended a lot more, and people start clicking it a lot more. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. If you're just...
That's a really good point that not many people bring up. On YouTube, if you do have like a big stream, like if you have a hype stream, those numbers can go absolutely fucking outrageous. Whereas on Twitch, if you have a huge hype stream, I mean, people might just not find it, right? Like they might not be in that category looking for you. So I do think the ceiling on YouTube is higher for a lot of streamers than Twitch. But again, there is that huge risk of not holding whatever your viewership you're used to on Twitch. You talk about discoverability, but the only way to grow on Twitch is by growing somewhere else first. You're just wrong. That's not true. It's better if you have other platforms to feed into Twitch, but you can just grow straight up on Twitch. One viral LSF clip, anything. Bro, a girl just got fucked on stream and now is big on Twitch. 170 viewers might not seem like a lot to a lot of you that might be jaded by numbers, but 170 people watching you on your 9th stream, that's a lot. Like, that's a ton. And also, if you are just good at the game that you're playing, like let's say you're one of the best, I don't want to say Fortnite because Fortnite's a little too saturated. Let's say you're one of the best Rainbow Six Siege players. Eventually people will find you because everyone's looking for the best players to watch. If they're not looking to be entertained, they're entertained by personality, they're looking to be entertained by gameplay. So they're going to seek out one of the better players. And you can just float to the top if you were just good enough. Like if you are just good at the game in your category. Yeah, maybe Siege wasn't a good example. I don't know how healthy that is on Twitch anymore. A better example would have been Apex. That would have been a much better example. It's like telling a high schooler they can make it to the NBA. What a terrible comparison. Not at all. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but you can. Whereas on YouTube, you can't. Like, there is no avenue for that. Like, on YouTube right now, if I went to the live streaming section, I could probably watch 18 YouTube live streamers getting fucked live right now. And they will not grow from it. They'll just get banned. But on Twitch, they will. They'll get posted to LSF. People talk about it because they can find it. The discoverability is there. They can find that shit. And it spreads around. And you find an audience. I don't know why I'm so focused on like the getting fucked on live streaming services, but it's a topical example since it just happened. I think the better argument is being good at your game. A lot of streamers that are moderately sized, like I'd say like 300 to 1,000 concurrent viewers in any given competitive game category, is there for how talented they are at the game. And they got there because of how good they are at the game and nothing else. Like, Apex is a really good category for that example. What about Splatoon? I don't know. You're asking the wrong guy. I don't know if that's competitive. It's just the YouTube has terrible discoverability, so no matter what you're doing or how good you are, you're probably not going to find an organic audience from YouTube streaming alone. But on Twitch, it is possible. Have all the people you knew were moving to YouTube announced that they're moving? Yes. Now everyone that I knew was moving has moved. Everyone else will be a surprise. Though I didn't know FaZe Swag was moving. I'm just not familiar with FaZe Swag in general.
Just gonna do, you know, your average stream thing. Nothing necessarily.
Don't LSF clips include YouTube? Yeah, of like the popular YouTube streamers. Is there an LSF clip from a YouTube streamer that isn't already a popular YouTube streamer? The LSF YouTube clips are Ludwig, Dr. Disrespect, like Valkyrie. It's not just from random people.
That exciting. I think it's just really harder to hold viewership for that because the competition is not with other streamers, but also with YouTube videos, which is way better. It's edited stuff. I mean, I don't know why people still watch live streams, to be honest. I love streaming, but videos are just, they're so goated, man. They're so good. You ever seen a CGP Grey video? Shit's insane. I'm competing with that, but doesn't necessarily mean you're going to fall off, right? This is what I averaged on Twitch before I switched, 19,000 viewers. I was kind of, last few months, not going that great. Whew! And then I switched over to YouTube, and here's my stats. Over the course
oh,
up
not
until
bad.
August, I averaged 21,500 viewers. The last month, I averaged 29,000, in part because I had Mogul Money live and I only streamed 44 hours. But, you know, I'm generally hovering around what I had on Twitch.
Damn, 44 hours fucking phoned in. What are these hours? God damn, not a single month of like 160? Jeez, he's lost the drive, bro. Ludwig's heart's not in the game anymore. Fucking 44 hours in a month? He's on autopilot. He said, alright, I'm out. You'll see me once a week, maybe, pussies. Thanks to the resub, Nico.
I would argue a little bit higher, and the YouTube videos have been booming. First time ever in my life, I've averaged over 1 million views on every single video I've uploaded in a month, which is crazy. Before that, and that's average
that
for
is
a few months
huge.
now. But before, when I was on Twitch, I was averaging 400,000. So a big change there, and that's what I'm most excited about. Because what I've realized Live viewership doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Don't listen to him, chat. You matter.
The only way
You matter.
it matters is it's generally a metric that can correlate to how much money you'll make, because the subscriber count and your sponsorship money. It's also something that can correlate to your overall success, but it doesn't necessarily align one-to-one. For example, Disguised Toast. He was on Facebook in the Among Us boom, but his YouTube was blowing up, and he was getting like millions of views every single video. And he lost zero relevancy switching over. Maybe he would have more average live stream viewers now if he was on Twitch the whole time. But what's the purpose? What's the end goal? To me, the most successful streamer isn't somebody like XQC who has to grind X many hours, 300 hours a month, whatever, to like stay relevant and have his 50,000 to 60,000 average viewership or whatever it is. It's somebody like Cypher PK, who I would argue, you know, just as much as a streamer, streams, you know, a healthy amount, but averages a shit ton of views on YouTube. Millions and millions and millions of views because of how well his Fortnite stuff goes. And he's able to upload these
Damn,
daily.
Fortnite's still popping.
I mean, this guy's booming.
Good work,
He's
Cypher.
probably making more
Jesus.
than almost any other streamer, but nobody recognizes it because there's such an obsession with average view count. So I think point one, you're going to fall off. No, but I do think it's harder. I think it requires more work.
Thanks, you sub drunk.
Point number 2. You are switching to
The
YouTube
resub,
for the
big boy.
bag, not for the community. Meh. Maybe both. Why? ¿Por qué no los dos? Why not? I think there is a bag to be gotten. I think not talking about it is like absurd. I think pretending that people who switch to YouTube aren't getting paid is dumb. But it's also YouTube. It's not fucking Mixer. YouTube is a much bigger site than
Hey,
Twitch.
don't use that
30
name in
years from
vain.
now, YouTube will be around, probably not Twitch. Like realistically, websites don't live that long. YouTube's shelf life will be a lot longer.
I mean, he's not wrong. Yeah, I think Twitch needs to really focus on making meaningful updates and stop embarrassing themselves. Because he's really not wrong. Twitch isn't like highly profitable. Like they do turn like a good profit, but in the grand scheme of like the most popular sites, they are way behind. They are way behind. He's a prime B-boy. I did start on YouTube. I streamed on YouTube for like, 2 years? I just didn't like it as much as Twitch. They implemented a new feature where if your chat was being bad, you could get punished for it, and I was like, oh, I'm out. I don't like that. So then I went to Twitch. Thanks, resub COD and Halls. So many ads, more than television by far. Depends on who you watch. Most Twitch contracts are like 3 minutes per hour. I don't know when the last time you watched TV was, but I can tell you it is about 8 minutes per 30 minutes. I've been watching Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy before bed now, and they take a 4-minute commercial break twice within their 30-minute block. So it's not even close, really. And sports is a lot worse. Sports commercial breaks are significantly more. Someone ran the numbers during one of the Super Bowls, and I don't remember which one it was, but there was almost as much ad time as there was sports time. They were almost equivalent. I think it's tier 1 Indo. But you don't miss any content when the ads are on TV? Bro, I don't know who you're watching on Twitch that's playing ads during their streams, but over here, when I play an ad, it's when I go to take a piss or a shit. In fact, let me demonstrate. I'm gonna go fill up my water and take a piss. Be right back. I'm fucking back. Ooh. Thanks for the prime blood and the resub loading. Ooh. Oh, I know Lost Tapes. I'm very familiar with Lost Tapes.
It's huge. It's worldwide. Twitch, Spanish-speaking communities, English-speaking communities, then it doesn't do as well. I don't know if I necessarily buy that it's not for the community. I also think that generally I've done more community things. Because I stream less hours, I've been able to do things like create this whole entire channel, Mogul Mail, That did not exist when I was on Twitch.
Good
I
point.
posted 3 videos because I thought this was going to be the channel that I upload all my VOD stuff to, and then I thought my other channel was going to be my live stream. That's actually why I originally created Mogul Mail. It was kind of a farce. It was kind of a scam. Now what it is much different. I feel like we have a sick community here that I would not normally have. Also, we've been able to do more community things. Like I did my first
Thanks,
music
Resub
contest in 2
Thrill
years,
and Kala.
my first art contest in a year and a half. I did my first hour/place experiment. Like a bunch of community activations that we've never normally done. Played games with mods a lot more. I don't know. To me, I feel like I'm a little more in tune with my community. The only thing, and I think this is a big problem, is there's no offline chat, which is its own like heartbeat. So its own community in itself.
That's
Maybe
it's
that's
very
something
true.
I'll try to resolve with Truffle, but that's something that surely is missing. That I feel like creates a sense of identity.
You should get an art contest for Godslap. No. I wouldn't do an art contest. What ends up happening is whoever doesn't win the contest did work for free. That never really sits right. But I mean, it is people consenting, knowing full well they might not win. They're doing it for free, and that's fine. But for me, I don't know. This doesn't feel right. But I'm not their fucking dad. If they want to enter the contest and they don't win, they're not upset about it. Who gives a fuck? It's just, that's a personal thing. It's like, all this great art, only 1 or 2's winning. Everyone else, thanks for the art, but, you know. Please resub try.
For every single streamer. But I don't know if I agree with that point outright. I do think, though, it does go hand in hand with the third point, which I cannot argue. YouTube is a worse live streaming experience. Now, Truffle TV's goated. I love Truffle TV. All right? Everyone says, oh, the chat on YouTube is worse. No, just get Truffle TV. It literally fixes it instantly. A bunch of people have it. And we're going to try to roll it out to every single YouTube creator. Only problem is it's not on mobile. The mobile live streaming experience, not the greatest. And we can't fix that one.
To be fair, it's
Even
not the
outside
greatest
of
on
Truffle,
Twitch
we can't
either.
fix all
They
the
haven't
problems,
cracked it.
like, finding streams. The only way that I'm able to find a stream is I have to go to the bar and I have to look up the streamer. So who's live right now, like Face Swag. That's how I would find. So if I really want to watch Lily, I have to do that. Which is not a great way to discover someone. It's only a good way to watch who you are expecting to watch if they happen to be live. And then this YouTube live tab, I don't understand.
Has decent UI.
It doesn't at all feel
UI
like
is
a
fine,
cohesive
but it
group
does
of streamers
not
that I should be
work
interested in
super well.
watching. It feels just a mixed bag of people who happen to have clicked live. Like how is Valorant VCT in the same category as Falling Asleep to Rain, in the same category as just a playlist of music that happens to be under a live channel? It makes no sense to me. And then Dr. Disrespect thrown in there? Those are like the 4 most different things possible. I feel like they should have some segments, some tribes, some categories. I don't know. Feels really off to me. Surely I've
Thanks,
brought that up
Resub
this season
Josh.
many times and they'll fix it eventually. But here's the biggest thing, and here's the problem that YouTube has right now. It's not who they are signing or who they're not signing. It's that they're not getting enough people switching over without signing. And I don't think we're going to see that change for another couple of years until YouTube has upped the things that they're
Discoverability.
falling behind on.
Yeah,
Or
just
the
discoverability
opposite,
in chat.
Twitch does what they keep doing best, which is nosediving a bit on products. And the only products are really
Fucking
rolling out
true.
is trying to get people to run more ads and stream more hours. And I'm feeling like in a couple years they might remove Twitch Prime.
So I've said that for a minute. I want to make it clear. I think it could be any day. I think any day now Twitch is getting rid of Twitch Primes. Legitimately. I can't imagine they keep that service running for too much longer. He's the resub Coho. It would be a disaster. It would be a disaster, but think of all the times Twitch has created disasters for themselves in the past. Like it wouldn't be. It's not unheard of. I can't remember exactly what was in their post, but when they announced that soon partners can stream on YouTube and whatever, no longer exclusive. In that same Bloomberg article that initially released, it was something about upping the sub tiers or something. I can't remember. It was something though. Like they're changing the sub tiers around in a way that made me feel like it's going to try and replace Twitch Primes or phase it out slowly. Because you have to keep in mind, the only reason Prime exists is because they're praying you forget to use it. Because when you Prime sub to someone, they lose $5. Well, they lose $2.50 or $3, whatever. Like, they lose money when you remember to. So it's kind of like a gym membership. They're just hoping like, oh, okay, you didn't use it. Fucking great. Like, that's, like, they're not making anything off Twitch Primes. It's just an actual net loss for them. Thanks to the resub, Chino, Kanye, and Rumbler. And the Prime, Gate, Varkai, T-Bone, and Earth, and Midway. Yeah, I mean, that's the reason Prime subs don't auto-renew. Like, it's not, you know, it's not like a mystery or a conspiracy. Like, they don't auto-renew because they don't want you to keep using it. They're hoping you forget. It's there if you remember, but ideally you don't because they just lose money on it. Do you know what percent of subs are Prime subs? Yeah. They divide it up. There's the Prime. Zeri, Domkey, Huckleberry, Misery, Error, Kev, Crinchin, the resub Terrapin, and Leth. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Taco. Appreciate it, man.
Then I think we see a lot of people switch over. We'll see. Anyway, boys, that's all very interesting things. Wow, turbulent things happening in the Twitch and YouTube sphere. Tune in next time so I can tell you about more songs I have sex to. See you later. Subscribe.
Amen, brother. Another thing you mentioned that I also think is a good point. All of the new Twitch contracts, they want a lot of hours, and they're always looking for ways to get more ads in there. I think that's going to start pushing a lot of the big streamers to YouTube, which is a lot more lax on hours and obviously ads. In fact, I don't even think there are like YouTube intrusive ads. So as that number continues to climb, expecting like 180, 200, 160, I think some streamers that have already been grinding super hard are going to look at YouTube and be like, you know, less hours does sound good. I get a bag, less hours. Thanks to Booty, Florium, Lighthouse, Andrew in the Prime, Pog, and Bolo, and Meatball. How much does a streamer get from a Prime? They get the full amount. When you Prime sub to a streamer, they get, oh, the full amount being of their split, so half. And it's Twitch just losing money. Like, it is not sustainable. There's a Prime, Scorcho, and RG. How much does a streamer get if you sub to them? Again, it depends. Usually half. Sometimes they can get, what is it, 60%? I don't remember. They either get $2.50 or $3.50 from a tier 1. I don't remember if that's 60 or 70%. I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't remember. What would be the last straw for you to move to YouTube? Something would have to go catastrophically wrong on Twitch. This place is like my home now for streaming. Like, they'd have to do something like truly abominable. Like, I don't even know what it would look like. I think it's a Prime, Mad, and Vinny. All it'll take is the right amount of money. I don't think so, though. Unless it's like $1 billion, I don't really think there's a price tag on it.